I saw Suspiria. Wow, that movie.
Holy mackerel!
Suspiria is a remake of the 1977 film, and this film is directed by Luca Guarandino, I believe. Luca Guarandino. Yeah, I think that's it. And to be honest with you guys, I haven't seen the first Suspiria, and actually I didn't know this was a remake until after some guy told me that this was a remake of the 1977 version of it, so I was like, oh, wow. And I'm not going to go deep into the synopsis of this film, because when I was going into this film, I didn't know what this movie's about. I seen like one trailer of it, and the trailer didn't really give me the idea what this movie could be about. This film stars Dakota Johnson, yeah, that Dakota Johnson from 50 Shades of Garbage, and it stars Tilda Swinton and Mia Goth. And I have to say that this film is really disturbing. It's dark, twisted, sick, and its movie is decisive as hell. Like, when you're going into this movie, I believe that a casual person who doesn't really watch movies that much will not like this film. But if you're a person who really loves film, who loves like the creativity of a director, I believe this could be the film for you. But watching this film, I just didn't know how I would feel about this. And on a technical standpoint, it's just, director did a really good job with the zoom ins, the zoom outs, with so many, there's so many shots that has one take. In the tone of this film, the colors of the tone is more of a bleak and dull tone, but it perfectly fits with the film. I have to say that story-wise, the storytelling was just brilliant. And this movie is very lengthy. It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. And if you watch the trailer, you might think this could be in a horror film. This is not a horror film. This is more of a psychological drama revolving around witchcraft and dancing and the art of ballet, and how the art ballet parallels with witchcraft. That's one of my theories with this film, and I don't want to go into full details on that, but this is just an experience, and it's just really hard to really break down this film without actually going into spoilers. But going into the film, I had no idea what it's about. Now, this film has some very haunting and sadistic imagery that could like mess you up in the head or make you hate this film, and it was disturbing. I had a hard time watching some of the imagery that I saw, and it's so disturbing that I'm contemplating myself whether or not if I should watch it again. And that's the most important thing for film. If it's a good movie, it's all about the rewatchability. Will I watch this movie again? Will I go back and spend money to see it again? And tell the truth that I wouldn't. There's a film that's similar to this. Last year I reviewed a film called Mother, and that film was quite similar to Suspiria. And there's a scene in Mother that happened, and that just made me just completely go out of this film. And Suspiria, there's a scene that's quite similar to Mother, but it's very gory, and it got me out of the film, like completely out of the film, where I was just scratching my head and I was like, WTF, what the fuck? Like, just what the fuck? I just did not know. This movie took a big, huge turn, and I was just completely out of the film. But on a technical standpoint, this is a masterpiece. It was directed beautifully. The score from Thom Yorke was fantastic. I love the score. I love the music that was added into this film. It definitely brought more depth to the scenes. And also, there was a song at the very end, during the end credits, where I actually liked. So I'm definitely going to download that song a little later. But seriously, I just don't know. I just don't know how to feel about this. I took an extra hour or two just to marinate before I did this review. Is it a great movie? On a technical standpoint, it is, but visually, the storytelling It told its story well, and it is lengthy, so there's not a lots of scary imagery that happens, but there is some haunting imagery that happens like in the middle of the film and things. But most of the film is really dialogue heavy, and there's times where characters switch to a different language, and it can get a little bit boring if you're going into the film expecting a all-in-your-face horror film. You're not going to get that at all. And this movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it's a slow burn, a very much slow burn. And I like those kind of horror slow burns. Like, there's a movie I saw that has lots of slow burn that was brilliantly directed and fantastic, and that was Hereditary. But this film has that kind of slow burn that is so slow that it even makes the movie feel like it's longer than it already is. And for 2 hours and 30 minutes, I felt like it was close to 4 hours. I got a little bored, but I was still emotionally connected and captivated with the scene structure and the production design and things. But I was just amazed, just amazed at the production design. And Tilda Swinton, she played 3 characters in this film. She plays an old man, a dancing instructor, and she played another character I don't want to go into. She plays another horror character, but other than that, this film is definitely decisive, and it is a brilliantly crafted, beautifully directed. The performances, all the performances was great, but on a story standpoint, it is disturbing. So that's it. Still, not a movie I would watch again, ever again. Just one time is good for me. It's just too much. I'm going to church. Alright guys, that's my reviews of Suspiria. Have you seen Suspiria? If you have, give me your thoughts, comment below, and let's talk about it. If you like everything you see and you agree, click right here and join me in the Batman family. I will have more Batman-tastic reviews on the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.
This is what I was thinking.